Technical Review Committee meeting. Today's Wednesday, July 9th, 10 a.m. First thing we have to review is case 2025-P03. An application has been filed by Steve DeSantiago to request a favorable recommendation of rezoning parcel 502116302314000014, which is 303 South Main, Culver, Indiana. Rezoning request is to change current zoning of residential R1 to residential R2. This is to allow for a second residence on the property. Mr. DeSantiago would like to convert the garage to an apartment. So he's not here. I've been to this property. I'll be able to put it up here on the board also here in a minute for you to see. I've been to this property and I went there with Chuck Garman, the county building inspector, to look at it. Maybe I can maximize it. Okay. Still the wrong thing. Okay, here it is. It's the corner of Main and Marmot. You can see he's got an extra lot here that was added on later, but it's all one parcel.
That extra lot is an easement for a sewer line.
Okay.
Where his carport is,
Yeah.
there's a major sewer line.
Well, we'll have to inform him because I was going to have a chat with him about that carport too.
That carport is on, I don't know if it's designated as an alley or an easement or right away. I don't know what its terminology is, but I know there's a 16-inch sewer line underneath that.
So, and I don't either. It doesn't show any easement lines on here. So I guess I can build it out a little bit. There's a lot of structures there.
Why the line? I get where you found that.
Oh, that's parking cement right there. But this is property. His request is to go from R1 to R2. It is to turn this garage here into a apartment. It does have 10 feet on the side and in the back from the west and side yard and the south rear yard for setbacks, which that would meet that as an accessory structure there. It currently, there was a business in there some years ago. It has water and sewer that runs, I think it runs into the house. There isn't a second bill now. He says if he gets this converted, that he would run a separate water and sewer line to the garage, so it'd be independent of the house. In the area itself, sorry, I'm having a hard time with my mouse here and that. So in the area itself, I can put it up here and see if we can explode it out a little bit. Under planning, let's use the zoning colors. So this, if we look at this, this is his house right here. This up here is an R2. Across the street over here is C2. These lots are C2. If we go down to the next block, that whole block along South Main and I think what's that mill there? That's all R2 in here also. Then across the street over here, a block away, you have L1 Lake 1. So what as the technical review committee, our job is to either favorably recommend, unfavorably be unfavorable towards this, or make no recommendation at all to the town plan commission. So Mr. DeSantiago could not be here today to make any more case for this. I can tell you just what he told me, that if it's an apartment, it'll either be rented out or used as overflow for his family. He was non-committal to either one of those. My only comment is for myself is this is exactly what we're looking at for accessory dwelling units. This would meet that perfectly. Except that's months away at best right now. If that even were to happen, we don't know that for sure. So I personally have no objections to it, but I'd be interested to hear what everybody else has to say.
I'm okay with it as long as it's separated utilities.
This is just more. Spot zoning,
I think
which we're trying to avoid.
if we look at the neighborhood, I don't see an issue. A block away, you have a whole block of R2. On this block, 1 block away, you have R2. On South Main right here, to me, it's an appropriate, it would be an appropriate change. If it was somewhere off maybe here and the rest of the R1s with that, I don't know. But it meets everything as far as setbacks for the second accessory structure now.
Well, if there's not, if there's not, then I have other issues. Then it will.
So this does not show, and I've got easement lines turned on. This one doesn't show any easement here.
Back at you got a 16-inch line underneath it. But it won't be underneath the building.
It won't be underneath the garage, no.
Right.
The carport that he has sitting next to it, it is on.
I think the garage isn't changing any footprint and design.
No.
No.
So as I was with Chuck Garman, our county building inspector, Chuck said this was a good candidate. The structure of the building was already there, and it would be fairly easy to convert it to an apartment.
I forgot the other, I mean, as far as if I had to, I mean, the only thing in the structure part would be walled up, you know, and that wouldn't be as long as they could fix that, but that would satisfy the county on that part.
Chuck thought the framing and stuff was good. He'd have to put, of course, make it to code with, excuse me, egress windows.
Right.
And, well, to build it to Indiana state code, but
Turning tone and then have base under the.
under the garage?
Yeah.
No, it's a poured floor.
Okay.
There are absolutely no cracks in that floor. So I'm gonna guess it's probably pretty
Yeah, I
thick.
don't really consider that would be a big issue as far as anybody taking that spot zoning. It's on Main Street, and you've had several R2s down there. We've got R2 on and off all the way down Main.
Well,
Anyway,
it goes back to the idea that if the revision of R1 to accessory dwelling, the hardship wouldn't be there to have to change zoning.
Exactly.
Right, so it's another one of those cases. And Chester has a point that he's bringing up that it turns it into an apartment complex, but we do have precedent already set in town of these type of secondary rental units. And in Chester, I agree to a certain degree, but I'd rather see somebody converting a garage than a whole house to a rental and taking it out of the full-time market. If this is an Airbnb, I don't have a problem with somebody not housing a car in there in person. Where I'm having problems, Chester, with the rental stuff is that we take good starter homes as stock and take it out of the residential market and put it into the commercial rental market, which again is perfectly legal. I'm not making comment. Everybody has a business, but that's where I'm more concerned in terms of housing stock with that issue than converting a garage into a family living space. But I do understand your point, just to that degree. The one thing I would add comment wise is that this might be an opportunity to correct an issue that is eventually coming down the line that Bob has already noted, that if we are going to convert this into a living section, the carport could go away off to the side. Maybe since they're doing construction on it, maybe we could ask for that. And if we have an easement there and we have the main underneath of it, maybe do a very strong ask for that to avoid future issues of having to tear down a structure not a structure, but cause any damage to any type. This is the time to remodel. Let's get rid of the ill of the easement. That might be a future issue for us if we have to go under there and make the homeowner aware that there is an issue there.
I mean, as far as the carport itself, how is it fastened?
I would have to go down there, Barry. I'm not familiar with
that. Just carport with four corner.
That carport is one of those, you buy it alongside the street, it's a metal frame
Wow.
and set it in the
So-
ground.
Just set it in the ground. It's not
Metal
bolted,
frame on the bottom sides, it's just a roof
bolted,
over it.
not bolted,
Say
not
bye.
straight, nothing like that.
Four guys just because it's bulky, could pick it up and move it anywhere they want.
But I mean, something like that right there, we're not talking about the ground structure, whatever.
Right.
It come up to a point where the town has to go in there, whatever, it's not gonna be a big issue.
It won't be, now that I know that.
And that's what I'm saying, I mean, it's not gonna be an obstruction to the point you have to
No,
get a bulldozer.
I thought it was attached, so.
I'm sure if it was there and they had to do something right now, you have very little notice to pick it up, move it, or
Okay.
the town would move it at expense to him, and if it's damaged, too bad.
Yeah.
That would be
fair.
the main concern for
Yeah.
me as far as
Fair.
we're talking about it.
I'd ask Bob, I mean, what do you think of it? Get rid of, ask him to move
Carport
it?
is not bothered.
Oh, okay,
The lack thereof, easement underneath it does.
I could understand that too. Big-
Well, there may or may not be. I'm sure there is or was. I don't know if it fell off. I don't know.
Okay.
That's the carports.
Yeah.
Like you said, 4 people.
Yeah. We have to go with that.
okay. Any more discussion? Okay, I ask for a motion to favorably recommend case number 2025 P03 to the Culver Town Plan Commission.
Yeah, I can. That makes it, thank you, for rezoning.
I'll second you.
So Barry made the motion, Bob seconded it. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, well, favorable recommendation for that one. Next case is, we have case number 2025 P04. An application has been filed by Mr. James E. Easterday, attorney on behalf of James G. Burgruff, to approve a replat of Lot 10 and the north half of Lot 31 of Melbourne subdivision in Culver, Union Township, Marshall County. The address of the property is 625 College Avenue, Culver, Indiana. The legal description of the replat is lot number 10 in Samuel E. Medburn's subdivision of outlet number 1 of Samuel E. Medburn's addition to the town of Culver City, Marshall County, Indiana. Also, the north one half of lot number 31 in Samuel E. Melbourne subdivision of lot number 1 of Samuel E. Melbourne's addition to the town of Culver City, Marshall County, Indiana, situated in Union Township, Marshall County, Indiana, to be known as Lot A in the Burgruff Flat. So that is this. I'll just expand that out here a little bit if I can. And let's get rid of. I don't know why the zoning's stuck. Let me get rid of it on this one. It's easier to see. Okay. So the corner of Liberty and College, it's this house here. They want to join, this person owns that house, that parcel. I can get rid of that. Mr. Berghoff owns it. I'm jumping around. Anyhow, he owns. I don't have that problem when I just do it without it being on the screen. He owns those two parcels.
And narrow in.
Okay, he owns this one and this one.
Mhm.
And he just wants to combine those two parcels into a single parcel. And
That's on College and Liberty.
here's Liberty Street and this is College.
Mhm.
What is it, southwest corner
It would be the,
Yes,
of College and Liberty?
Thanks.
essentially cleaning up lot, in this case parcel lines.
And we're doing away with the non-conforming lot by doing so.
Mhm.
So anytime you can do that, I mean, it's usually favorable, you know what I mean?
We'll just turn it into an R1 thing.
It is R1, it'll just become from two R1 parcels to single one.
Both of them don't the same, but I don't know that she have it.
So it'll turn into one lot.
Correct.
Is the assumption here that he just wants to clean it up for cleanup's sake, or is there a build?
Tear down the.
That's what I thought. Gives him a little bit more wiggle room to work too.
Yep.
And make it,
Well, we can't build across, we're told by the building commissioner, we can't build across the property line or the parcel lines
Mhm. Get rid of it first.
without having one lot. I've
Yes, sir.
not agreed with that for the last 15 years, but I tolerate it.
Quietly suffer. Okay. Well, in that case,
Plan
by
on
God.
doing this after it's done.
You can go
Add
down.
it, huh?
You're gonna tear down building the house.
Oh, single family.
Yes,
It gives him all the setbacks he needs.
well, that's my next question.
Yes, sir.
After you finish, what are the setbacks on that lot?
Well, on the corner lot, that's why I'm asking the question, because I'm asking the question intentionally, and but I appreciate you picking it up. Where would we consider the front door for this house?
So it's two frontages.
I agree.
25 on.
So if the address is on College Avenue, then the rear yard is to the south. And the west side would be the side yard.
Is that an,
Okay, but
So the setbacks on side yard setbacks
there's got
are,
an alley with one out by the side too, as well.
yes,
so setbacks in R1 are, side yards are 10 feet. Front yard is, frontage is 25 feet. And
Backyard is.
the backyard is on a, I don't know what square footage of the lot will be when it's done. It's less than 7,500 square feet. It will be 10 feet. If it's over 7,500 or more, it'll be 25 feet.
I asked that question intentionally because, go
go
ahead, sir.
ahead. You go ahead.
I asked that question intentionally because it would be advantageous to put the front door or consider the front to be, if we're going to combine these and allow, that would be better to put it to the north there on College, correct?
It's already addressed.
It's already addressed.
And that's where we want to keep it, and that allows it to keep it back off of that to make it closer to the 25-foot setback for the
Right.
front yard.
But in R1, that's where I was going.
Yes, sir.
If the adjoining properties are already developed, the setback is the line of the adjoining properties. And as you can see by looking at that, that's not 25 feet.
So what our ordinance says is we can, as building commissioner, I can grant no less than 10 feet to align the houses along the street, based on the average of the houses. Well, the average of the houses there is going to be
But it's not set in stone.
like nothing.
It's your discretion.
I can grant no more than 10 feet for the
Right.
ordinance.
Does that,
And I would do that just automatically.
that's independent of whether or not he tears down and builds on a whole new footprint?
Correct.
Well, it's independent. Still, we're going back to that.
I get it.
Yeah.
The discretion, and when I refer to independence, I mean the
Right.
discretionary advice. So if he tore down, it wouldn't matter, is what I would
Correct.
just want to get out and correct.
That's correct.
Okay. Just like getting those things out in the air before we have that one.
That's
But
why I
right
asked the
now,
question of TRC so that we know where we're going.
Appreciate that.
That'd be a good point.
So it'd be nice to see ultimately what it plans to do.
He's meeting with the architect on the 27th of this month.
Was there any more discussion on this?
No, just last comment, making it a more conforming lot, giving,
Right.
will not only benefit the development of the property, but also avoid issues moving down the line, make variances more reasonable, probably if there has to be a request for a variance. So it's in our interest to go ahead and do this.
Anytime we get away with built,
Mhm.
it's always a plus for the town.
I'm gonna make a motion, I'm gonna motion to favorably approve case number 025-P04 for the application filed.
Okay, if I may just add favorably recommend to the,
I will favorably
Plan Commission.
recommend this to the
Okay.
plan commission.
have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed?
That's right. We're
That carried.
recommending, not approving.
Yeah.
Wake
Yeah.
up.
To you.
I know.
Not-
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay, anything else?
Sure.
Then I'll, adjourn this meeting. We're done.
Thank you, sir.